Dungeons and Dragons and Daughters.
Welcome, everyone, to another exciting episode of Dungeons & Dragons and Daughters. This is our second episode for
The Special Dungeon Master.
of the Special Dungeon Master.
And we're not telling you who it is. It's me!
So we are a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition real play podcast.
Yep.
And this is a special episode. This is part 2 of Sam's adventure that we're doing for the month of June, which is Women in Tabletop Gaming Month.
Sadly, it's the last episode of me being Dungeon Master, but for any special reason, I will come back. No! With a new story.
Someday.
Someday.
Probably
in 2 years.
We'll figure it out.
Maybe, but probably. Okay, so this,
Should we do a quick recap?
yeah.
All right,
okay,
so-
so I want to say.
You always say it.
How's the note?
You always do last time.
I can't read it.
You should say last time and then I read.
Can I read it? Can I read it? Last time.
The group got to Ashboot, a small, quaint little town in a rainy, stormy night. I don't have a script that I'm reading from. I'm just reading from my chicken scratch notes here.
Chicken. Yeah, that's pretty quick. That's pretty quick.
So our boss had asked Galaxy and Grim to go to the town of Ashboot to investigate some murders that were happening.
Yes.
And we were met by Francel, a gnome with a question mark.
They don't. You guys don't exactly know who.
Right.
So
And he immediately sent us out on your nemesis.
Now my nemesis.
Is your nemesis? Ooh.
He killed my aunt. What?
He killed your aunt?
I don't have an aunt.
Because he killed her.
No, I never had an aunt.
But-
Sadly, Francel did not do that, but.
So we met Francel outside of town. Gnome? Question mark. And he
Yes.
immediately sent us out on a side quest of where we had to do battle with a bunch of blink dogs. We defeated them handily, but we were not able to tame one of them because we really wanted one for pet. Did not go well. Then we got directions to Miss Tittle's house on Laurel Road inside town, where we investigated the crime scene because that was the last murder that had happened. And that's when I got attacked by a crawly hand thing. And Galaxy found the murder weapon, which we took to IOP, which is the crime scene investigation unit.
I thought it was IHOP.
No,
it's IOP.
It's just like IHOP without the H, just IOP.
IOP.
IOP. Yep.
IOP.
So we took the hand and the murder weapon to IOP, and they scanned them for clues and fingerprints.
They did the knife. They did only the knife.
They did the knife. They did the hand too, and we found that so funny because the hand
Doesn't even have any fingerprints.
The hand doesn't have fingerprints on it.
A hand. How is that not possible?
It's like water that's not wet. It's inconceivable. So we took the knife and the hand to IOP. They scanned them for fingerprints, and we ended on a cliffhanger. That's when Jeff told us that the fingerprints were Francel's.
Okay, that's why Francel's my nemesis.
Because he killed your aunt.
No, that was never alive. He hurt my heart.
He hurt your heart. Oh,
He gave me
that
the boob.
son of a
He just
break my little girl's heart. I'm gonna get him.
So once, okay, Jeff looked scared as he heard himself say that the nice, friendly guy he has known for several years is a murderer.
And he's the town's baker.
Yeah.
He owns the bakery. Man, can we hit up the sale before we arrest the guy?
Wow! Wow!
It's a really good deal. You get 2 loaves free when you buy one.
Wait, how about this? We kill him, and so we get all the bread free.
We are not going to murder him and then steal all his bread.
How about we arrest his whole family except for his wife and children because they were innocent.
No, as soon as we arrest him, they're probably going to close the shop.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I want to hit the bread sale first.
Bread sale! Okay. Then Jeff says to you.
Wait, are they even open? I'm sorry. Are they even open now, or are they closed?
It's the crack of dawn.
It's still the crack of dawn? Because we got to the town at the crack of dawn, went up into the mountains, had a big fight.
Yeah, and then it turned morning, and then when you're at Miss Steele's house, and then it turned night because he said, like, he was going to close his shop now.
Okay.
And then he's going to open up tomorrow.
So we spent all night at
IOP
at Miss Tittle's house and at IOP. That took all night. So we're probably tired.
I'm not tired. I had some whiskey.
That whiskey, well, I suppose it can wake you up.
No, actually, I had some coffee.
Yeah, that would be more appropriate to wake yourself up.
We went to the bakery, got a coffee, and then ran back.
So let's go to the bakery, get some coffee, and get some bread.
Guys, this guy was still talking.
Oh, sorry, Jeff. Jeff, I'm sorry. I know this probably comes as a bit of a shock because you've known this man for a long time.
And we only knew him for 1 day. But
I'm still shocked by that.
You know that amulet he wears? Like,
No, he had an amulet.
He has an. Did I tell you guys that? That's mine.
No, I don't think.
Oops.
No, you might have. I don't know. I'd have to go back and listen to the previous episode. So so Francel has an amulet.
So he has an amulet. Jeff says that he thinks that the amulet that Francel will never take off. And Jeff tells you that he's asked him to take it off so he can take a closer look. And Jeff will never. Francel will never take it off.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah. So dark.
Do you think? So do you think he leaves it on when he showers? Like he takes everything else off except for the amulet?
I'm trying to talk here.
Sorry.
I'm gonna take off his amulet. Can you guys do a history check for me?
Yes. History. I get a +1 to that.
I get +6.
Wow.
I know, because I have. What'd you get?
I got a 12.
What'd you get, Bird? Cool. A 15.
Cool.
Galaxy, you know, by the look, it's like it looks, so, since you guys didn't notice it, or I didn't tell you.
We'll go with the latter.
Yeah. So, then, Jeff starts to explain what the amulet looks like, because it looks like you have no clue about it. And Galaxy, he starts explaining it looks pretty ancient, and you know that the amulet, you've seen one of those before, and it's very ancient for its ability.
What can it do?
Can I have it? It can send monsters out at any time he wants.
Ooh, like the blink dogs or the creepy crawly hand thing?
He can send out monsters whenever he wants. And this is okay. Then Jeff starts talking, and he says this is kind of what he thinks what happens, is that he uses the monsters to distract people while he murders someone.
Diabolical. So once we track down Francel, he could summon a bunch of monsters to fight us.
Okay, you guys have been talking for the longest time. This is true. Goodbye. And it's already about 7 o'clock in the morning.
Oh boy.
Goodbye.
We got to get to that sale.
Goodbye. So Jeff's like, let's see if the baker's. If he's at the bakery, we could get the sale and then take back justice.
Yes, we will hit the sale up and then justice.
So you go to the bakery. So as you enter the bakery, you see Francel with no customers.
No. How could there be no customers?
The sale's over.
Francel, do you still have any bread left?
Yes, I have plenty.
I would like to take advantage of that sale, please.
Okay.
How much for a loaf of bread?
$5.
$5. Okay.
Can I have some free?
And that's 2 free, right?
Yes.
I would like. All right, I'll take that one and the 2 free, please.
Here, I'm not paying.
Here's your $5.
They go like, oh. Then Jeff steps up and he says, murderer Francel.
Jeff, what are you doing?
So Jeff is a pretty brave man, and he says, "How dare you murder my second cousin-in-law?"
It was your second cousin-in-law?
Yeah,
That's very important.
What was his name?
and James.
Oh, that's right.
I thought it was someone else.
James Bond.
I was trying to catch him in a lie.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, your story checks out. All right, Francel, you're coming with us.
Me? A murderer? Never.
Then take
Does-
off the amulet.
Does he have the amulet on him?
Yeah, he still has the amulet.
Okay.
Take off the amulet now, then.
I'm going to cast
Mage hand.
Mage Hand. And I'm going to try and pull the amulet off of his
You
neck.
have mage hand?
I have Mage Hand, yes.
Why can I not do it?
Because you never use it correctly.
I use it. I'm doing it instead of you.
I already said it. I've used it first.
No,
I've
I'm
used
doing
it
it
first.
first. I'm doing it first. Then I'm picking hairs from his chest.
While I'm taking the amulet,
Yeah.
you're going to use your Mage Hand to pull on his chest hair?
Yeah, I did that to you. Was it painful?
Yes, it hurt.
Did I do it?
No.
Classic.
All right, so do you want me to roll like sleight of hand to see if I can get the necklace off of him? Okay.
And do you want me to do slide of hand to pluck?
I got a 19.
So you do it very swiftly and properly. Well, and you come to sway.
Well, I'm plucking chest hairs because I got an 18.
Galaxy plucks his chest
Very
hairs.
fast.
Very fast. And now his chest is bald.
His chest. It's quite the plucking.
But as you go to grab the amulet, he quickly turns.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 19. I'm going to try again.
And he turns back and falls on the floor.
I think you need a
He
match.
falls on the floor?
Yeah. No, not Grim, not Grim. Francel, as he swings back, he falls on the floor.
No, yeah, I get that. Yeah, so is Francel dead?
Why would you think that, dude?
Because he just fell on the floor for no reason.
But Francel, as he's laying on the floor, he says, "Fine, I was the murderer. But how will you tell others if you can't even tell them?" Then Francel says, "Ox, ox, loot, loot." And out comes a Cyclops in Banshee.
In the bakery?
Yes, but and as he does that, he quickly gets up and shuts the curtain so no one can.
Can I do true strike on him?
Well, when it's your turn, sure.
It's my
Can you roll initiative?
Initiative.
I got an 18.
22. So Grim is going to be first with a 22.
Okay, so 22, and then who's next?
Then it's going to be Galaxy with an 18.
Okay, 18, and then who's next?
Jeff is next with
Well,
a
this
14.
is perfect.
What? A 14?
14, yep.
Okay, and then what next?
Then Cyclops will be next with a 12.
Just a cycle game. And then who's next?
Then Banshee will go next with a 4.
Okay.
And then Francel will go last with a 3.
So, Graham, it is your turn.
I'm going to cast Fireball.
You're mean.
Were you even
All right, so
listening?
they all need to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Even me? And, no, I have to do it alone.
Yep, you have to do
Wait, no, I
that.
have to do it 3 times, not including Jeff.
You have to do one for Francel, one for the Banshee, and one for Cyclops. Yep, 3 times.
Okay, so not counting Jeff.
Yep, don't have to do Jeff because he's not in there right now.
So, Francis got a 7.
Okay, he missed.
The Banshee got a 14.
Oh, the Banshee saved.
And the Cyclops got a 17.
Oh, and the
That's
Cyclops
definitely-
saved too. Okay. So Francel is going to take full damage from my fireball. 30. So Francel takes 30 points of fire damage, and the Banshee and the Cyclops each take 15 points of fire
So he
damage.
takes 30 hit points.
Yep, 30 points.
Okay.
Did I kill him?
How many hit points does he have?
More than 30.
Yep, that's true.
So a fireball is like a really large, very powerful spell. So
I also have that.
I know you do.
But I have a better.
But because I shot off fireball inside this building, I might have blown out the backside of it and set everything on fire. But that's up to you to describe what happens.
So, what happens is you shoot the fireball, and it breaks off a big hole in the wall. It doesn't break off the whole bit, but now people are kind of surrounding you.
Okay, so people are looking. I created a big hole in the back of the bakery, and now there's people looking in at us.
And all the bread is destroyed. Francel goes, "How dare you! You're paid for all that bread."
Except for the bread that I bought and put in my bag. That bread's
And also
okay.
the one you stole and ate it.
This is why we do the sale first before we do the arrest. Okay. Birdie.
my turn.
Yep, Birdie, your
True
turn.
strike.
True strike.
Why did he kill that innocent person?
That's not what True Strike does.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
What does it do?
True Strike, when you cast it on someone, it makes it easier to hit them or cast spells on them next turn.
Oh, will that be easier? Better? Will that be better?
I feel like that you should do something more powerful than that, like a fireball.
Come and make a door! Can I please?
Please what? Mage hand?
Just gonna flick him. Flick.
Like him.
Now I know how you feel. We've got a giant cyclops standing in front of us and a ghostly, creepy banshee. And we've got this little guy with his amulet that can bring monsters out whenever he pleases.
Lightning bolt!
Okay, that's better. That's better.
Why would you want to flick someone that could possibly kill you?
Can I punch him?
Who are you going to hit with the lightning bolt?
Which one's stronger?
The Cyclops.
Yeah, the cyclops would probably be the biggest threat right now.
You are going to die. I'm digging my feet in the ground right now, so I'm put.
Lightning
Do
bolt.
I need to roll?
Actually, I think lightning bolts, I believe it works the same way as fireball. The target has to roll a dexterity saving throw. Roll those twice.
He had 11 for the first one.
I can count.
29 plus 3.
How much
Yes,
hit points?
32.
How much 32 hit points?
Yep.
Now it is Jeff's turn.
Do it, Jeff.
He comes over.
Get him, Jeff.
Oh my gosh.
And he is magical, but mostly a fighter.
Okay.
What he does is he uses a web spell.
Ooh.
And he throws some spider webs at the Cyclops. And he got a 17 in
Who got a 17?
the Cyclops.
Okay.
And he missed. Then he does not. He takes half damage, I think.
No, the web spell just gums people up. So it makes it so that they can't move. And so if he made his saving throw, that means the Cyclops is still able to move even though he got webbed up.
But it's just harder.
It's just harder, but he's able to move around and he should still be able to attack us. So his spell essentially failed.
Essentially.
Yikes.
Okay. Way to go, Jeff.
I tried.
He tried.
Okay, so then that would be, now it's the band, no, it's the Cyclops' turn.
The Cyclops isn't very
Why do I have that stuck in my
happy
head?
right now, so he pulls out his great club
Oh, he's got a club.
and he is going. He steps forward and he tries to hit you, Dave.
I didn't know that his real name was Dave.
Graham. He tries to hit you, Graham.
All right.
And
Bring it on, you big one-eyed jerk.
he hits
What did he roll?
a
12.
That does not hit.
Yeah.
No, my armor class is 17.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, so he comes and swipes and accidentally hits his own head.
No, this is what he does.
No. He goes. No, he pulls. He goes like this. Now he goes.
Okay.
I thought he would swing it like hard. He's about to do like Harley Quinn, like But instead, he really jams it into the floor. And
We know that he jams it on his toe and starts jumping around with both of his toe.
Wait, do they have toes?
So he goes to swing at me. I jump out of the way, and he accidentally hits himself in the toe instead. Okay.
Okay, and now it's the Banshee's turn.
I've never. I don't know what to expect from a banshee. What do banshees do?
So they can do a corrupting touch.
Corping?
Corrupting.
Oh, corrupting touch. Okay. Is the banshee going to go after me too?
He's going to yes, she's going to go after you.
Actually.
She misses. She gets a 1.
Nice.
So she goes.
It's a she.
She should touch the Cyclops by accident.
She accidentally touches. Well, Francel's trying to run away, kind of. So then she accidentally touches Francel, and he freezes.
But that monster is a she.
Yeah, banshees. Yeah.
He freezes until it's his turn.
Okay.
But it's his turn, so he immediately unfreezes.
Oh.
So what Francel does, he has a gun.
He has a gun?
Yeah.
Where did he get a gun from?
I have a gun.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
You do not have a gun. And so he goes and looks at Galaxy.
I thought guns were not real in this world.
And he goes and shoots. He got a natural 20.
Uh-oh.
No!
So that's you got to double the dice that you roll for the damage.
Shot me.
So if it's like 2d10 of damage, then you would roll 4d10. Does that make sense? Okay.
He shot me.
I'm just going to make up what he uses.
Okay.
And he goes and shoots
Not miss.
the ground. And he makes a big hole, and you fall in, and you're conscious.
I am.
Wait. So just so I understand this, so Francel pulls out a gun, shoots a big hole in the floor, and we fall through the floor.
No, Galaxy does.
Okay, Galaxy falls through the floor.
And
looking at him.
you don't go conscious, but you take.
You mean unconscious?
Yeah.
So she stays conscious. She stays awake.
No, yes, she stays awake. And you take 17 points of damage.
17 points, Galaxy. Still alive?
I gotta do some math here.
I was going to say Dave again, but Grant, it's
I
your
only
turn.
have 9 more hit points.
Okay. So Galaxy fell through the floor, and I'm still standing there with Jeff. But Jeff didn't run in and attack. He stayed back and cast a spell.
So did I.
So that means that I could cast another fireball and not hit anybody.
Yes.
Besides the bad guys.
Maybe you
Possibly
could hit me, or I could see fire from up above.
And because it's fire, the web that Jeff shot out is flammable, and that causes more damage on all the guys too.
What about me?
Well, you fell through the floor, so you should be fine.
I thought he came with the floor with me.
Wait, did Francel fall through the floor too?
No.
No, it's just you that fell through the floor.
I feel like I'm about to get shot with this big.
Wait, are you shooting all 3?
Yep, I'm going to shoot all 3 with the fireball again. So, okay, yeah, so they got to roll.
So, I have to
You got to roll
that?
another dexterity saving throw for him.
All 3. Francel got a 16.
Okay, so he saved.
The Cyclops he got 9.
Okay, so he missed.
And the Banshee got 14.
Okay, so she saved too. All right. So only the Cyclops is going to take full damage from this one. The Cyclops takes 28 points of fire damage.
Ooh.
And Francel and the Banshee.
Wait. Can you hold up?
Sure.
Like, it's too much to deal with.
Take your time.
How much damage?
So I did 28 points of fire damage. So the Cyclops would take 28, and the Banshee and Francel would each take 14.
Wait, no, hold up. So 20. Francel's looking pretty bad. So you threw. What was it again?
Fireball.
Okay, you threw the fireball, and it hit all 3 of them. Francel falls to the floor and drops his gun. Ooh,
nice.
And the Banshee, she goes back a little, but it comes forward. The Cyclops is like, what? What? Because he's all dizzy.
Okay.
Because he keeps seeing things all fly around. And
Right.
he's like, huh? Galaxy, it's your turn.
It's your turn, and you're in the basement.
I'm gonna use fly to get out of there because I can't get. Wait, actually, no, I can just use my rope I have for my explorer's pack.
Well, flying up would be quicker. Look at, where is your fly spell?
My fly spell. It's red over.
All right, so this is one action. So you could fly up, but you wouldn't be able to do anything else. That would be your action, is to fly up out of the basement.
I'm gonna fly to the sky.
Fly.
But then I just put a blanket over my shoulder and I'm like, I'm Superman!
So Galaxy comes flying out of the floor
Saying, I'm Superman!
with a cape around her shoulders, saying, "I'm Superman." All right, Jeff,
Spider-Man.
get him, Jeff.
So Jeff's like, he comes over to Francel and slashes his sword. And Francel is lying on the floor, dead.
Dead.
I didn't want to kill him. I wanted
Jeff got him. Way to go, Jeff.
So
I didn't want to kill him. I wanted him to make
so
bread for us,
this-
so he'd be our servant of bread.
since Francel died, all the monsters he spawned now disappeared.
Oh, because that was actually going to be my next action, was to use Mage Hand to grab the necklace off of him,
I'm doing
thinking that would break the
instead.
spell on the monsters.
But if he was still alive and you put the amulet on, you couldn't spawn the monsters only until he died. So now the next person who puts the amulet on will be able to spawn monsters.
Do they
But
turn
they'll-
evil?
But they'll never be able to take it off.
Well, they could take it off. It's just if someone puts that on, you could possibly accidentally spawn monsters.
Okay.
Jeff runs over and smashes it.
That's
Oh wait, what
I guess that was probably the right thing to do there, Jeff.
we're sorry, bud. Sorry.
Glad. I'm assuming that
Pause,
you know
guys.
what you're doing. That you're the expert on these things.
We just normally throw them away.
When you find magical artifacts, you just throw them away.
And then all the monsters, the Banshee and the Cyclops and all the monsters he has spawned over the past years and haven't been found or have been killed have disappeared. And
Well, they disappeared because Jeff took the necklace off of Francel, right?
no, because Francel died.
Oh, because Francel died. Okay.
Then Jeff came over and smashes the amulet and threw it in the trash.
There's made skulls of monsters, like heads to put on like deer heads, those type.
No, they just disappeared. They just dissolved into
I know,
thin
but
air.
if they did that and put it over a fireplace and they were looking at it,
They killed one of the monsters and hung it up as a trophy?
would it disappear also?
I think so. All trace of the monsters would go away.
Because it could still get it back alive with the magic.
The necklace is gone.
I know, but with type of magic.
With it, sure, maybe some other magic.
Jeff comes over to you and says, "Thank you for saving our town, Galaxy Ingram. We will never forget you." And then you guys head off feeling like heroes to find a pet shop. The end.
Yay, a pet shop! Yay, a pet shop! Woo!
Dungeons and Dragons and Daughters is a proud member of the Block Party Podcast Network. Check out our other shows, such as Detentions and Dragons, Dungeon Master Block, Geek Wars, and more.